Hey family, make sure you join us on the new and improved AfricanDiasporaNews.org. Now, it is our uncensored and raw truth website. We have to make sure to have our own website because on social media platforms, they do have rules, and at any time they could change a rule and shut a whole genre down. Now, that would not happen to us because on AfricanDiasporaNews.org, we can speak the truth. We don't have to hold back. So make sure you join our website today. So as taxpayers, part of our tax dollars go to the police department. But we know the police department in America do not protect black people. They take our money, but they don't do nothing for black people because we're the wrong skin tone. Now, they have one black woman that's inside her apartment, and she is being bothered, stalked, and harassed by an elderly white man. I want you to hear what she had to do to go to the police and pay attention to what the police told her about what was happening to her. Let's roll that.
So today, my neighbor threatened to sexually assault me and threatened to harm me. I have a recording of this. I took it to the police because that's what I was told to do by everybody in my family. And the police said because he hasn't actually done a crime and he has freedom of speech, they cannot report it. I let my leasing office know, but I'm here to make a video because if something happens, it sucks that black people even have to do this. But if something happens to me, since this man is a white man, I did not commit suicide. I love my life. And if something happens to me, he should be the first suspect, or at least amongst the suspects, because I don't know what is this man's motive with harassing me, but he has been going through my mail. He stops by my door regularly. I finally got a Ring camera so I can get the evidence to send to the leasing office. And so now every time he walks by my door, he presses the Ring camera. I had the courage today to confront him. I showed him his footage and I said, "What do you want? You keep harassing me. You're knocking at my door. You're ringing my Ring camera. Like, what do you want?" And this is how it went.
I'm sorry? I'm sorry, what was that? You don't have a problem. With what? You want to film me? Yeah, if you're threatening me. Tell you, it's more than you film. Tell them to go fuck themselves. Okay, well, I'm sending this to the leasing office. Yeah, I'm going to send you something too. I don't know what type of threat. If you can just be very clear on what you're trying to say. You're in 1132. Look at a kiss. Okay, that's harassment, and that would be sexual assault.
Now take a look at the footage from my Ring camera.
So as you heard, all the details of what this sister said is that when she finally went to the police about the situation, oh, well, we can't do anything, because he hasn't committed a crime. Terroristic threats is a crime. You understand? And this is how these people get away with doing heinous crimes. Because how many times, even these school shooters, these other mass shooters, every time the cops knew who they were, there was reports on these people, they let them get away with whatever they want to get away with. They have an immunity of law. And we've talked about this over and over and over and over again. That's why these people want to hold on to this white supremacist system, because it's like a kid in a candy store. They can just do whatever they want and get away with it for the most part. And if they do get in trouble, it's a slap on the wrist. While black people every day is still living under siege, affecting black people's health. Do you know racism affects black people's health? Black people that deal with high blood pressure, diabetes, and heart disease and all of that. You have an increased risk because of these white supremacists. It is not normal to live that way where we always looking over our shoulder, worrying about what these white supremacists are doing. We got life to worry about instead of dealing with them. You understand? And for me, I just feel so much at peace when I just get away from them. I just, bottom line, how I feel. Now, this woman, I know she's not married, because if she was married, there wouldn't be a problem. And I made a statement, on our entertainment channel, when we talked about marriage one day. And I said that, single women aren't protected. That's the only married women has protection, and protection is an individual basis. Of course, some people didn't like that, but it's the truth. When you have a husband if that man would have been there, he wouldn't even been pulling a stunt like that because he would have seen a black man in the house. You understand? This is why it's very important that ladies, when you are in your 20s and your prime, that you get your husband that you need to be with, and don't be thinking like Lori Harvey out here and thinking, oh, I'm young, I can go do food with this man, that man, that man. And then you realize in your 30s that, oh, I need to find somebody now. Say, oh, no, you should have got them in your 20s. But the situation like this is why black people get caught up in situations, because the police is on their side. You got to think about that. When the police show up, 9 times out of 10, they're going to look like him and go side with him. They're going to say, oh, he ain't probably not doing nothing. That's an old grandpa. That's how they thinking. Oh, he reminds me of my grandpa. And they, like I said, they don't believe nothing black people say or whatever. This is not a way to live, folks. But unfortunately, we have so normalized that behavior and normalized that kind of treatment. And the only thing that we have done that made, some sort of headway is start to expose more of it, on the internet and let people all over the world see how these people really are. Because prior to the internet, people really, thought this place was the best place ever. And the cover is being pulled back every day about what goes on in this country. And some people, that I know say, man, I always wanted to come to America, but shoot, after seeing what they do, y'all, why would I want to go? And I would say that's actually the best mindset. Fix the country that you're in. But if that sister retaliates or do something to him, they're going to try to put charges on her. You know what I'm saying? So it's a messed up situation. That's what's going on. And the leasing office should do something. And if he don't stop, I would definitely file a civil lawsuit. Definitely. And have everything that he's doing to you on camera and do anything that you can do to get him caught up in some sort of litigation. Because the roles reversed. And this was an elderly black man. And this was a young white woman. And she went up there to the police and said that he was doing all this. That elderly black man would have been arrested. It wouldn't have been none of that, oh, well, he didn't commit a crime. Oh, no, he'd have been arrested. And we all know this. And this system, sickens me. Like, America, grew up here, of course. My family's here, yes. But you know what? Sometimes just the stress of everything. I remember me and my wife was having a conversation, and she was saying that she get better sleep when we outside the country than within the country. And I paid attention to that and said, you know what? You're right about that. We do get better sleep when we out of here. There's certain things that we discuss, in our household about this wicked system. And then I'll start researching insomnia. The majority of Americans, you deal with insomnia in this country. It's because all of the craziness and the wickedness that's in this country. On top of the racism and white supremacy. It is a wicked system because the people running it is wicked. A country itself isn't wicked. It's the people that's running it that makes it wicked. But this sister here, like I said, her family members need to, step in. Some brothers need to come hang out or whatever at her place because, this white supremacist, he's not going to stop until somebody make him stop. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this particular story with our sister here. She, shouldn't even have to be taken to the internet with that. The police should have been doing their freaking jobs.
Is it hard to access affordable, healthy food? Then listen carefully. Daryl Addison, an African-American inventor, has patented a process for growing food on demand. He called it Torpedo Pot. Torpedo Pot is a fully automated flower pot that gives you control over your plant's environment. All you do is add soil, seeds, and plants to the flower pot and watch it grow. Yes, Torpedo Pot grows the rest. Visit www.torpedopot.com